Bruce got a little fucked up, and we were playing on the 4th of July. We started playing this song, and he goes, "This is the day we kicked y'all's ass." Fucking bottles are just wing, 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 wing. God bless America.
Then DOA, we saw DOA, and it was over. Joey Shithead, Chuck Biscuits, and Randy Rampage in Dayton, Ohio. Everybody had made homemade punk rock shirts on, you know, and somebody had wore a fucking Ted Nugent shirt. We had taken that off of him, and we were burning it in front of Joey. Yeah,
the DOA, when they were the three-piece, it was the first time I saw them. I was scared. It was like I was watching a bomb go off, and watching Rampage, and it was like, how do you hit the strings? You know, how do you know what string you're hitting? By jumping all over the place, and Chuck Biscuits and Shithead doing it, and they were amazing. It was, and you know, you look back and see a video of it, and it's not the same because there was nothing around like it. Yeah. So you see it, and it's like, oh, it doesn't sound very good. The sound is kind of bad, and there's no. But then at that time, there was nothing like it. It was like watching a bomb go off. And it's hard to describe. I was trying to tell a friend, because the DOA came into town, and I was driving my truck trying to make it, and I couldn't get there in time. And a friend of mine, I'm here. Oh, they're starting to play, and she said, yeah, that was great. And sorry you missed them play. And I was like, actually, I don't mind too much because I'm not a big fan of the whole. I'm a Shithead fan. I just wanted to see Shithead because I'm used to the. And she goes, oh, I wish I had seen that. And she said, try to send me a video. And I was, there isn't any. There's, you know, it's a thing you have.
There's some on the YouTube that are pretty old, but not the really ancient stuff.
Not the three-piece, not the Joey Shit or Randy Rampage, Chuck Biscuits. That was, and you had to be there. Even if I found a video of it, it's not. It wouldn't describe it.
Doesn't do it justice. What it was like.
There's been a million bands like it since then, so it kind of deadens the sentences to it.
It
so
loses some of that.
Someone who's seen a bunch of stuff, oh, they don't seem that special. Well, no one was doing that when they did that.
Yeah,
exactly.
You go to a concert, and it was all the Michael Shankers and everybody, but they would all be looking down at their guitars and playing. Yeah. They'd jump around. In my mind, every band would be like Kiss. You know what I mean? Putting on this big show and going crazy, and they did. That's why they got so popular, because all the other bands would come out, and you just go, and when are you gonna play this shit? And they're like, well, we're playing it, but we don't want to fuck it up, so we're gonna just stare at our guitars and
be very serious about.
Yeah. It's like, come on, you're gonna make a mistake. Make a mistake, get it out of your system, and get on with it. You know, come over here. We're standing all the way over here because I can't get over there, and you're the guitar player. Fucking come over here so I can watch you play your guitar. Take your bass over there and you play. Then swap spots. Somebody climb up the riser. Just do something fun. And then 9 times out of 10, it would not happen.
No, I think. Probably 9.9 out of 10.
I remember one night at a Kiss concert, the opening band came out, and it was Mountain. It was Leslie West, I think it was Jack Bruce and Corky Lang, I think it was. And the curtain parts, and there's Leslie West sitting on a bar stool playing Honky Tonk Women in front of a sold-out Hair Arena in Dayton, Ohio, wanting to see Kiss with the fire and the lights and all the glitz and glamour. They played a song, everybody's kind of, boo, boo. Hey, rumblings. They played their set, but everyone's just, yeah. Are they done yet? Yeah.
Please go away. We want to see the flashy ones.
Yeah, well, everybody did. That's what this rock and roll show was. Rock and roll changed, and then the punk rock came around and did away with a lot of the flits and the flash. But it created a generation gap as well because, when I was a kid, I was listening to the same music as my mom. I was in a band. We were learning AC/DC songs and Rolling Stone songs. And one of my band guys came over, the other guitar player, Joel. He goes, he brought over Let There Be Rock by AC/DC. And he goes, look at this other album. It's a Pink album. Never mind the bollocks. Here's the Sex Pistols. I don't, what the fuck is that? He goes, it fucking rocks, dude. So he took the record off turntable, which was Fleetwood Mac Rumors, that I'd been listening to because my mom was in the other room, and took it off. And I liked that record. I still like that record. But he put on that Bollocks album. I was like, I loved it. I was just like, this fucking rips.
That's same thing happened with me.
You just have to start that journey because you're in the Midwest. You know what I mean? The Midwest, shit, you can't just go to the record store and find Sham 69. You couldn't find the Ramones in Dayton, Ohio. How this record...
Even we could, but not much better.
No, and then you start finding this whole other world of this music that you didn't know was out there. I mean, I would try to follow the Sex Pistols, and there was no way to follow them. Occasionally, you get like Time Magazine, and you look in the back, there'd be a little picture of Johnny Rotten. Punk rock, taking over, the UK and stuff, and you're like going, yeah. But you'd open Circus Magazine or the other magazines, and nothing.
Nothing. It was all the big arena rock.
Yeah, well, they're your guitar heroes, right? Your rock and roll heroes.
Exactly.
But once I started finding out about the other punk rock, I was like, oh my God.
How the fuck did DOA figure out to go to Dayton? They went to every one.
It's just a stop on the way to go to the East Coast.
Well, we took after them. We did the every one horse town thingy. We'd play, TSOL and Black Flag and all them. They'd be big in the Chicago, New York, LA, or whatever. We rocked the shit out of Kenosha and Green Bay and Omaha. We were big. We wanted to do an album called Big in Omaha. And TSOL played after they were doing like a windy tour, and they played in El Paso, and we played with them in New York, and they said, Jesus, do you guys fucking issue them shirts? He goes, we played in El Paso, and there was like a sea of 500 Toxic Reason shirts. It's like, no, because we played at all the little bitty towns all the time. That was our
Gas
gig.
money.
Yeah.
But you guys were the heroes of Oshkosh and whatever. But at the same time, John Peel discovered you.
Yeah, that was him. They discovered him.
Well, I'm going to ask him to play interviewer and hold the microphone because my arm isn't that long.
Yeah. Tell them what we were playing. The 100 Club.
No, we just talked about football. Because Rough Trade said, "Would you go over and talk to John Peel? You're from Liverpool," and I said, "Well, I don't know what to say to any famous fellow. I feel kind of funny, So he said, "Well, just go talk about football." So I went over and all we did was talk about football for about 20 minutes, and then I shook his hand and said, "Oh, I've got to get going playing." Turned around, walked away. He grabbed hold of my shoulder and said, "Aren't you going to be asked to be on my radio show?" So that would be nice. So that's how we did that. Got the Peel session. So
It was. I was trying to describe it to someone in the States. I was telling someone, "Oh, we did a John Peel." No way! And I could tell the one kid was like, and I go, "Oh, John Peel. He was kind of like the Dick Clark of it," and they were still blank face. The Casey Kasem, and I'm like, "Fuck it, you won't understand." But that was. We went to the BBC studios, and it was like. It was like a spaceship compared to anything we've been to before.
that was the closest right then, because Terry who played with me in the Zero Boys, we made this album, and we came over. Our first show was at the 100 Club. That's when we did the thing with John Peel. He invited us to that thing, and the 100 Club was packed. All these bands that are playing, bands of rebellion things were all at that thing
at
to see
that
us
show.
play. And,
Yeah.
there was a big buzz about us. And then we got to Amsterdam, and Terry quit.
Yeah.
He said he didn't like the weed there or something.
Yeah.
No, actually, we had.
Wait a minute. He didn't like the weed in Amsterdam.
No,
Wait a
he
minute.
goes, even the fucking weird. The weed is weird. I feel like I'm on acid.
I don't want to badmouth him,
No,
but,
yeah.
but the because he's not here anymore. But yeah, so he quit. We did the rest of the tour as the 3-piece, but we couldn't do a lot of the songs that were on that album, Bullets for You.
Couldn't do a lot of the other songs either.
Yeah. Well,
Up the third album, though, they had to hold 2 guitars on all them songs.
Yeah. So, so when we did the Peel session, we had to do songs that weren't on our new thing or whatever.
Yeah.
So it kind of took some of the energy out of it. But yeah.
I think some of our best playing was the 3-piece. Someone posted videos, and I can't remember the comment or something like, he goes, I've seen these guys in many lineups, but it went, holy shit, when it was just these 3, this was, the shit. And so we finally figured to stop trying to find new guys. It's just do the 3 of us.
Just stick with the 3-piece. You may not think it was as energetic, but the Peel sessions were. And yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we did old songs, we would.
Yeah, it wasn't fresh and new songs. That was we did older stuff. Yeah. Previously released.
Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you. I know I've seen you at least once back in Cleveland at some point.
Did you see, was that the place underneath the Agora Ball, the pop shop?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Used to go to the pop shop a lot. Oh, there were so many of them.
Story about playing there.
All right, let's hear this one.
So we played in the pop shop, and then above us at the Agora was the Alarm.
Yeah.
And so when we played, the Alarm guys came down, and they all stood there, and then we gave them one of the Independence records. You know how it is?
Yeah.
And then the next year, they came out with that Declaration album that is like totally like that Independence record.
And they did the back cover the way I wanted it done with the writing, but it was photographed instead of Xerox.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's what the back of our album. Wait a second.
Our back of our album was supposed to look like parchment paper.
It was written on parchment paper.
Yeah.
They Xeroxed
They
it.
Xeroxed the parchment. Yeah, we had it done. It looked just like a Declaration of Independence.
And the actual album cover wasn't just black; it was black
leathery
vinyl.
Yeah.
It was textured, so that picture would look really good, like it was in a photo album or something.
But compared, if you ever look at
It's
them
the
2
same
albums,
thing.
you see that thing came
I
out.
forgot
I
about
will
that.
definitely have to check that because that's a bit of intellectual theft. But
No,
yeah.
I like it. I thought it was good. I wanted to go back to Barbeau and go, see this? The way they did the back of this album? That's what the fuck I told you to
That's what
do.
I wanted you to do.
God, you do all that work and then somebody just shits on you and says, just throw it in the Xerox machine. That's fine. Can you read it? That's fine. Stick it on the record. Come on, get out of here.
Well, thank you guys again.
Awesome.
Thank you. And I cannot wait to see you tonight.
All right. We'll be here.
Yay! You are now prisoners at the Temple of Boom.
Bam.
Only way to get out is to play.
I'm in.
Shit, the one quick thing. I remember we played in Berlin at this one, it's the oldest squat in history, and we were playing, and there was no way the only way you get off stage was straight
Through the crowd.
through the crowd, and they wouldn't let us leave, and we're like, we're out of stuff, and so he starts playing.
Wasn't that pizza? Wasn't that in Italy?
I thought that was
On that real high stage?
but he starts.
To go the window out.
But he starts playing boo doo boo boo, and we start doing every time you go away, you take a piece of, and you take a piece of me with you. They're the whole sea of them. Every time you go away. And we were just playing whatever the fuck we were playing. They were loving it. It was truly
Special
unique.
moment.
Yeah.
You guys got the sing-along going.
Yeah,
The
it was
punk
pretty
rock sing-along.
But thanks
Of
for having
things.
us.
good. Yeah, that was fun.
Thank you. It was very good.
It's nap time before
Yeah.
we play.
Go have a nap. Go double check the dogs again.
Oh shit, that's right. I gotta share my dogs.
Check on the grandkids.
Check out my grandkids.
Grandkids, dogs,
Find
cats.
Ginger John. He's probably wondering
Yeah, I
around
was
here
probably
somewhere.
drunk by now too.
Yeah.
Probably here and possibly drunk by now.
There's me, lads. I'm pissed. Come on. Okay.
Thanks again, guys.
Oh, you fucker!